What's
Johnny, how
good?
you doing?
Good, good.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get rolling. Get a bunch of hands up already. So let's get started with James Crapia from the Oregonian.
Johnny, take me back to after the game in Scottsdale, Glendale. I'm getting confused. In Glendale, man. You were the last one off, and that looked like that might have been the end, just in terms of how you were taking it in. What went through your mind in the days after, and then ultimately deciding to come back?
I just know the decision was weighing heavy on me, whether coming back or not, and just seeing that confetti go in the air and it wasn't us celebrating. I think that kind of just sat with me the wrong way, and I was kind of just taking everything in for my decision, and ultimately that helped make my decision because I didn't want to end that way as a Duck, and I want to do great things here.
Eric Scopel, 247 Sports.
Johnny, how strange is it? I guess you go into last year thinking for the longest time that's your last season, and then for you and Jalen both to both be back this year. Kind of how weird is it that you're back for another year? And obviously, you had probably thought that you wouldn't be here maybe around now last year this time.
Yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, I'm allowed to be around a lot more of these younger guys that I wouldn't have been able to meet. So it's real good. I'm able to lead and have knowledge of the game and continue to get better as a player. So it's weird, but I look at it as an opportunity for me to get even better, so that when I get to the next level, I'm more polished and ready to go.
Julian Minnesota, KZI.
Piggybacking off of that, Johnny, what are some of those things that you want to do this year to improve, to get ready for that next level?
Overall, get better as a player. I think definitely learning more defenses, higher level defenses, and just how things work. Besides just the back end, learning blitzes and the different things that defense is key. I think that's going to be big for me, and just continue to get better and polish my game.
Max Torres, Ducks Digest.
Johnny, a couple guys that have everybody buzzing are the early and early freshmen, Troy and Dante. What's it been like being around them, and what have you seen from them in spring football?
It's been great. They're hungry. They've been going at it, getting after it every day. Troy's popped out a lot. His hands is second to none from what I've seen. Dante's doing a great job. He continues to get better. He's making plays for us. I think he's going to be a great player here. So they're both doing a great job. I think they're taking in a lot of the coaching and, going with us on this ride.
Matt Preem, 247 Sports.
Is there anything you can take over from a year of experience in Joe Moorhead's offense to be better prepared for year two now? I guess kind of what are the expectations from a year one to year two jump with you personally, and then I guess just the offense in general?
I think there's a lot more growth. I think we kind of have an understanding of what he's going to call in different situations in different parts of the field. And I think that's helping us a lot. I think the connection just between him knowing what to call and knowing, what we're capable of as players and us trusting his play calling, everything's coming together a lot smoother than it was last year.
Tyson Alger, The Athletic.
You just talked about the young guys being hungry and wanting to kind of get their reps. This wide receiver position has gotten progressively deeper throughout your entire time here. Like, what's that like now, though, as a guy that you're back, you're still fighting, you still want to be top dog while you have way more guys to fight off than you did at the start of your career?
It's fun. I love it, honestly, because there's a lot of stuff you can learn from other people. It's just good to have good dudes in the room and more athletes that you got to compete with to ensure that you got to earn your job. It's not just given to you. So that's something I'm gonna have to do when I get to the next level, deal with competition. So that's something I thrive off of, and it's going to continue to get this room better.
Brian Thorburn, Register Guard.
Johnny, obviously transferring is part of the game these days, especially a quarterback, but I'm just curious what your emotions were with Tyler, your guy from Arizona, leaving, and now what your chemistry is with Anthony Brown now that he's been here for.
Tyler, obviously he's going to do everything that's best for him. I don't really want to talk too much about somebody that's not a Duck, but I got all respect for him and hope everything goes well for him in the future. But Anthony's doing a great job. He's continued to get better and dive into this playbook and run this team like he should.
Eric Scopel, 247 Sports.
Staying with quarterbacks, what can you say about the three freshmen who obviously not a lot of people have seen. They haven't played college games yet. What have you seen from those three guys? And then Robbie, can you imagine doing two sports like that and juggling it? How difficult is that, and impressive that he's been able to do so?
They're doing a good job. Practice is exciting. That we see a lot of playmakers, and Ty, Robbie, Butter, they're all doing a great job. And I think Robbie being able to juggle baseball and football and school at the same time is impressive, and he's doing a great job too.
James, the Oregonian.
Ask you about a couple of the corners you're going up against, Johnny, especially with Demo gone. Just what do you see from DJ and Dante, since he didn't get a chance to really do a whole lot last year before getting hurt? What do you see from those guys?
DJ is definitely a sleeper. He brings physicality and he brings that energy to the defense. I love the way he's been playing. He's continued to get me better even last year, but he's continued to do that this year. Obviously, Mikhail's doing a great job over there. Dante's doing an excellent job. He's, he had a lot of injuries last year, but he's making strides this year and diving into his playbook and getting us right and getting us better.
Eric Scopel.
What do you perceive the ceiling for this group to be? I mean, I look at it and think you've got you and Jalen back, two guys who've been here a long time, a lot of experience, a lot of plays made. You've got Micah and Devin, two guys who showed quite a bit last year, and then some really good, exciting young players, a couple that just enrolled. I mean, it seems like the sky's kind of the limit. I mean, how do you look at this group and get excited just thinking about what you guys could achieve?
It's funny you say that because, our saying as a group is no limit. We break that down every day. So, the sky is really the limit for us. I think we could be one of those groups that goes down in history. When you look back, one of those like Bama where they have Jerry Jeudy and, and all these players that go there, we're going to be one of those groups that's talked about for a long time.
James?
Like way outside the box here, Johnny, unrelated to spring specifically, but as an older guy, name, image, likeness is coming up now for players, for all athletes, and it's really going to be talked about the next 90 days. It's literally being discussed in the state today in about 20 minutes. How aware are you guys of this stuff? I mean, I know KT's thinking about some of this, and he should be. Yeah. I know that. So how much are you as a senior, since you've been here for 4 years and you haven't had a chance to deal with this? It's going to change for you in like 90 days. So how much of this is part of the thought process of what the future could look like for all you guys?
It's interesting. Just seeing, the opportunities players have now to get some money in their pocket, different stuff like that. It's cool, but, my focus is ball. That's my number one focus, ball in school or get my degree. So, that stuff will come, as time goes on. But, my focus is football and school at the end of the day.
Last question, Tyson Alger.
Just in this unique year of college football that's coming up, what are the dynamics like in a locker room where you're 5 years older than some of your teammates? I'm sure George Moore is 6 or 7 years older. I mean, like there's such just like a wide range of ages in this locker room.
It's cool. It's interesting because I remember I was one of those young guys with dudes like Royce Freeman in the locker room, and it's just fun. We get to see a lot of different perspectives, and the younger guys get to learn a lot from the older guys. So I think it's going to do nothing but make this team even stronger and help us win games.
Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate you guys.
Have a good rest of the day.
You too.